Hey, what's up, everybody? I just woke up, so I haven't brushed my hair or anything. All my hair is knotted. Okay, just so you guys know, this is how I'm going to be from time to time. I'm going to just go on YouTube. My hair is greasy. My hair is dirty. Okay, so what? All right, so let's see. Oh, let's see what happened. Okay. All right, so what happened was I have a circumstance where I'm at a place I go to get coffee, and most of the time just maybe a sandwich or something, and or handcrafted soda pop or whatever. So what happened was I was down there and I had my dog tied up as usual, so he can't get to anyone if someone comes through there on the deck leading into the coffee place. And anyway, so what happened was my dog got surprised by somebody coming around the corner, as well me, because I didn't hear him coming. It was a lady, and my dog was on the leash, so it wasn't like he could get her or anything. But I mean, he jumped up. Initially, my dog does this. Mostly, the first initial reaction is my dog wants to get petted, but he doesn't understand. You got to have the, he wants to jump up. He's that kind of. He's a puppy. He's still learning discipline. He's got past his, he's potty trained now. Okay. It took me a little bit to get him potty trained, but I got him potty trained. I know I don't use pads, okay, because pads are a trick so that you continually always have a dog that pisses indoors and you always buy pads. So most people don't know how to use pads temporarily anyway. They use them all the time. So that's what happens. A dog just wants to pee and shit indoors all the time. So anyway, the bottom line is this. The dog was running and jumping, and she went, like somebody was pointing a gun, going to shoot her. Literally. And she screamed. My dog wasn't even 6 feet close to her. He was on his chain, hooked up. But, she was so flipped out that she screamed. And then my dog changed his tune. He went from wanting to get petted and being a nice, ungracious introduction that he has, rather. The ungracious introductions that he has are nothing to be frightened of. However, once she screamed, the dog... and she went like this and shook her hands like that. My dog started growling at her right away because that looked like my dog was feeling like she did something wrong, and the dog discovered it. So that's what the puppy did. It thought that the person was all of a sudden not a person that wanted to get pet by, but maybe somebody that was supposed to be there. So this is the psychology. But anyway, the lady, what'd she do? Called the animal people on me, the police, animal police. The animal police came over just a little bit ago. I answered the door, and I kind of already knew there's going to be a few people in your neighborhood that don't understand. Okay. Anyway, before I do that, I want to go back to the story. The lady was like that. So, and the dog started growling. So immediately, I don't hit my dog in the nose because it's a fragile area. It's sensitive, and you can't always hit the dog a certain amount of pressure right there to try to help discipline a puppy, not a dog, a puppy. But it's a sensitive area, and that nose shit can break just like your nose shit can break. So I don't hit a dog on the nose, but what I will do is I'll slap him on the side, not real hard, just enough so he realizes, hey, that was a bad option, to start growling at the lady on top of it. 5. So I told 5, explained to him, and he knows when he's probably made a bad decision. But a dog, a puppy, they'll keep barking and growling, but he realized because I am using some disciplinary methods. Anyway, so he quit growling, okay, because I let him know, don't do that. Anyway, so the lady goes, you should never do that. I said, excuse me? She should never hit a dog. Like I said, lady, you don't know anything about training, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, my dog is being disciplined right now. He's a puppy. He's not a dog yet. There's no way I'm going to have him attack or chase down people in front of storefronts, okay? So he's got to know early on not to do that. Anyway, I walked away and I said, how dare you tell me how to train my dog? And I walked away. Anyway, the police came by. They saw that there was no issues with the dog. The dog was loving and happy, and with me, he's obviously no signs of abuse. So they left. And but the point is this, man: you can't control what other motherfuckers in your neighborhood or whatever around are going to think. Like when I walk down the street, my dog, I'm just going to be honest with you, he's still a puppy. His walking discipline is still a little scratchy. Okay, when he starts out, he's really trying to go in circles all the time with me while I'm walking down the street. So I have to constantly, give him some. He's got a lead that stretches, so it's not going to pull his neck too much or anything. Although I do got a new breast collar for him now yesterday, and it's going to be awesome. And I already used it yesterday too. It was really good. But the point is, because he grew out of his other one. All right, there you go. So anyway, the people are seeing me. I'm pulling him, or I'm trying to get his arms out of the thing. Sometimes he's a little too far away, so I try to get his arms out of the thing just by doing that, and his arm will get out, and it's back to the normal collar. And instead of under the leash under the dog's arm. Nobody wants that. But most of the time, I go and pull it out. But if he's too far away, sometimes I'll try to pull it out from a distance. Anyway, another thing I do is when the dog walks in front of me and then stops, okay, I don't stop. Okay, the dog has to know you can't walk in front of me. All right, because I'm gonna, like a plow, I'm gonna push you out of the way with my legs if need be, but it's not gonna hurt you, but he's gonna know. I think I walked in front of him. Eventually, he's gonna figure out you can't walk directly in front of him and stop because he'll keep walking. So the dogs figure things out. You just have to do it over time. They'll figure it out. But in the meantime, people are looking out their windows and they hear me. They might hear me yell some commands and get upset, but at the same time, the dog is undergoing disciplinary training. This is how it is. If you own a dog, if you know what it's like to have a dog, and I do, you cannot raise a dog without some disciplinary slaps of sorts. Not real hard, just enough to let them know, hey, that was not good. And my dog, I'll be honest with you, my dog has never yelped. Anytime I ever hit it, it never yelped because I don't hit it hard enough. And if I did hit it hard enough, my dog is so muscular, my puppy is so muscular. He's got so much muscles in his already at 3.5 months old, and he's fucking heavy for his size. He doesn't feel shit. I mean, he'll attack me all the time. And do I do anything? Not really. The one thing I don't do is I don't really disciplinary him. I don't discipline my dog too much when he's biting me a lot, because he's very good at not puncturing me. In the earlier days, he used to, the teeth were sharper, but nowadays he realizes, don't do too much to me because it hurts me. So eventually I will not hit a dog for biting me while I'm playing. And I will not hit a dog in general to speak of. But when there's a disciplinary action that has to be instituted, such as attacking a person without command or on his own, those things, put it this way, I've only done that. I've laid my hand on my dog about 7 times. That's it, since I've owned him. And like I said, it was just a slap on the right there. And he can't even feel it, but he knows it means bad. Right? Anyway, so the bottom line is I've had my dog for a long time. I've only used that technique about 7 times. I don't feel I'm going to have to use it in the near future because my dog is starting to pick up training very well. He knows how to sit. He knows how to do roundabouts, jump. He can, I'll show you too. I'll do a video and you can see that my dog's being trained right now as we speak. He's learning all these things. He's pretty much knows them now. Right now I'm trying to work with the immediate reaction to a command, and that's a little more difficult because I don't puppy train dogs very often. I do a late puppy training because that's what I've been doing. I don't train them when they're too early because they get frustrated, and you don't want to frustrate a little puppy. So that's why it's taken me a little longer to get his command structure down, which means once I give the command, do what I'm asking, and then you get either a treat, or if not, you at least completed your task properly. And by the way, the dog is already to a point where I really don't ever have to do any disciplinary actions like that anyway. But the other day when that lady came around the corner and he started growling at her after she went like that got me, thinking, well, I can't let the dog go easy off that one. You can't just start barking and growling at people, man. That's the number one thing when you train a dog. You can't have a dog doing that. Now if you have a guard dog at home and he's doing that, that's fine. But you can't have a dog doing that out in the open when you're walking around with him, man. Anyway, the police, they kicked rocks. They left. They know the dog is happy. They can see my dog's happy. He gets the full run of this house. This is a huge 2,200 square feet house. Plus, I got a giant yard. I don't know about super giant. It's giant to me. But anyway, he's got a stretch lead. Now he's got his new breast collar because he keeps growing. And he's also being trained to be a guard dog. So, I'm training to I haven't used the training for attack yet, but right now he's using get it. All right, now get it is a command everyone uses. Like if somebody, let's say, came in your yard and tried to steal your air conditioner, and you let your dog out and you see him running away and you say, get him or get it, there he goes barking because he knows what that means. He already knows what that means. It's just his attack word. I don't think I'm going to ever use attack as a structural word. I'm just going to say get it because he likes it and he uses it. And of course, I'm never going to use my dog in malice. He's always going to be a protection dog and he's always going to be very muscular. So, to hurt a dog like that, in general, you would probably have to fucking throw a lot of fucking your power into it and probably wouldn't even phase the dog. Okay? I'm just going to tell you right now, that dog, he doesn't get phased by shit. He plays with me so much, I let him do it. I say, you can, whatever, have me. I play with him. I train him to do jump tactics. I have one of those things used for cats and dogs. And he's learning how to freaking he's got agility training right now. He's in agility training right now and dexterity training, and he's getting better at it. But he's going to be such a big heavy dog that all that dexterity and stuff training is going to be intensified because he's going to be a heavy big dog. So he has to actually be intensified on his training soon to the point where literally he's going to tire me out because I'm going to be training him all the time because he's not a little puppy anymore. He's getting a little more mature. That's how you train dogs. Don't tell me how to train dogs, you dumb bitch.